Hey everyone! Welcome to the 5K subscriber special video! Salvador says, hey pizza buddy, what is your most favorite topping on your pizza? My favorite topping on my pizza would have to be just cheese! And lots of cheese, extra cheese. I love cheese pizza. Otherwise, pepperoni is pretty good, but I like the cheese. ChrisThomas says, what is your favorite movie? I think it's more your favorite movie, just say one thing. I'm gonna go with Avengers Infinity War. That is definitely among my favorites for sure. Rutrine says, who's your main in Smash Bros? My main in Smash Bros is between Young Link, Pikachu, and Mega Man. ItzJay says, what made you start streaming? One of the things that made me start streaming was my passion for video games. I've always been very big on video games, and that is one of the things that prompted me to start streaming for sure. Geek-Dom says, we saw multiple versions of Loki from different timelines. What would your top 5 Azalea variants be like? So look, personality, etc. Top 5 Azalea variants? Oh gosh. Maybe a wolf Azalea, an owl Azalea, a ninja Azalea. Ooh, a rocker Azalea, like a super crazy, awesome pro guitarist Azalea. Totally crazy rocker. Of course, I already like rock, so, you know. And maybe for the 5th variant, an Azalea that is very skilled with the sword. But I also would like a puppy Azalea. That'd be cool to have like this really adorable, cute puppy Azalea. PinkwaveGamer says, what is your favorite ever Nintendo game and why? Favorite ever Nintendo game? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time would be one of my all-time favorite Nintendo games for sure. There's a lot of nostalgia there for me. I like, you know, this has some dark tones. It also has like a lot of just a whole magical experience and feeling to it. I love the characters. I love the environments. The music is phenomenal. I like the story. I just love everything to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's a magical masterpiece in my opinion. Ellie Bates says, oh, this is BuddyProductions, by the way. Question 1 for Q&A is, what animals do you have and what breed and names? So I have a puppy. I kind of had 2 puppies, but I have, you know, one is more mine and her name is Mochi. She is a Cocker Spaniel and Springer Spaniel mix. 2 is, what is your favorite game and why? Please describe why and the details if you want. So, I mean, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, like I mentioned, is, you know, one of my favorites. I kind of already said about that. Again, I love every single part to it. I absolutely love the characters, the music, the gameplay, the story. I like, you know, how there's also the dark undertones with at nighttime, the daytime, and how the ocarina changes like all of these different things. I absolutely love how they did that. Amazing game. Sharp is asking, what specific topic you could talk endlessly about? Probably video games. I've been a big fan of video games. It's been a big passion of mine ever since I was a baby, basically. Sebastian Echevarria says, what's your favorite Nintendo Switch game? I feel like that would be between Super Mario Maker 2 and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And maybe Dragon Quest Builders. There's a lot of games I have yet to play though, so that may change in the future. Nightmare Foxy says, have you ever regretted becoming a YouTuber? And if so, what? I have never regretted becoming a YouTuber. The closest thing to that would be like within the first year or so, I spent a lot of time on my Let's Plays, my videos. Therefore, I didn't have as much time for some other things. That would be the closest to it, is maybe, you know, maybe spending more time with, you know, loved one. Miau's Cavern's asking another question more. Nintendo Switch is better than Xbox and PlayStation 4. I love all the consoles, and I need to get a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 still. Nintendo Switch is different from the other two. I think the other two are more similar to each other than the Nintendo Switch, but honestly, I like all of them. But Nintendo Switch and PlayStation are more like what I will play on. PunkRockFan says, what is the worst dream you ever had? Oh my gosh. Maybe one like involving losing your loved ones. R.I.P says, what's your favorite color? Dark pink is my favorite color. Wilmer Gamer says, do you think that red is the most powerful Pokemon trained in the first generations? I have no idea, Wilmer. I don't know enough about Pokemon to be able to really know. I don't really know much about red, and I don't know much about the Pokemon games. I've only played Pokemon Sword as my only main Pokemon game I played, so I really don't know. 2DS says, Azalea, who's Joe? Joe Mama. 2 says, if it's Monday on a weekend, how many people have ran in water? True or false? Yeah. True. I don't know. You're Joe Mama. What's the biggest thing you loved on your YouTube journey? Oh, wow. The community and all the people that we keep meeting and things like that. There's so many amazing people. And you hyped for 6K! Absolutely, let's go 6K! The end! The end of the questions. We still have more, but the end of your questions. ItzJayPP says, hey Azalea, I got 5 questions if you don't mind me asking. When you first created this amazing channel of yours, how far did you think you'd go? I'm not really sure, because I kind of have like, you know, the mindset that anything is possible, just keep trying, never give up. But I honestly don't really know. Like, I think anything is possible. I still think that, but you know, I'm just gonna keep trying and you know, doing my best with it. Will you ever plan to get a P.O. box in the future? I am gonna try to look into it. I know a lot of you guys have mentioned that, so I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just have to look into it and see. Do you plan to get a 2-year membership sword? So I finally did get a 2-year membership badge, and it's on the channel right now, so we're caught up with that. Random questions. What breed is your dog's? Oh, yes. So again, Cocker Spaniel / Springer Spaniel. Will you ever stream Fortnite again? If there's a lot of demand for it, maybe. Maybe I could throw it into a variety stream. We'll see. Dr. Puggles says, what is your favorite video game franchise outside of Nintendo stuff? I think Final Fantasy would have to be my answer for that. There's other ones as well, but Final Fantasy is definitely one of them. JB says, if you were not a streamer, what else would you be instead? I have no idea. Honestly, JB, I've always been speculating where and what I wanted to do. I've never really known for sure all this time. There was a time when I wanted to be, you know, a video game character designer. Didn't really pull through. So, something related to video games. Xenon says, what is your favorite songs? Or list your top 10 favorite songs. Of course, I asked a music related question. There's some video game songs in there for sure. Ocarina of Time has an amazing soundtrack. Final Fantasy, there's a lot of wonderful songs from video games that I absolutely love. Kingdom Hearts, but like some of them, Gerudo Valley from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, System of a Down, Chop Suey, I think, Kitchen Sink by 21 Pilots, Imagine Dragons also has some really great songs. Bullet for My Valentine, Hollywood Undead, Falling Universe. Those are some that I really, really enjoy. JJ says, how are you feeling that you are growing very quickly? 2 years ago, you were at 100, and 1 year ago, you were at 1K. I'm very, very happy about that, JJ. And I'm going to keep trying my best and, you know, working hard and things like that. I hope to do this as a full-time thing, so I'm going to keep moving on forward and trying my best with that. JB says, what does streaming mean to you and why? Well, streaming is definitely a very, very big important thing for me right now, JB. It's one of my top priorities that I'm focusing on right now because I'm, you know, hoping to do this full time. So I'm really wanting to have all my focus, and it absolutely means like insanely a lot to me. Joel Mellor says, what's your favorite video game? Well, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is one of my all-time favorite video games. Final Fantasy series is also among some of mine. Call of Duty Zombies, those are some of my favorite ones. What's your favorite Animal Crossing New Horizons villager? Right now, Flo and Marshall are my favorites. I also like Aurora too. What does being a streamer feel like? There's definitely a mixture of things. It's nice being able to set your own schedule. There's a lot of awesome things about it. You know, it's hard work, a lot of time, a lot of energy, but there's also awesome things. You get to, you know, meet a lot of amazing people, and you get to do what you enjoy, which, well, for me anyway, I get to do what I enjoy, which is video games. NickJune says, what is your favorite Nintendo console? That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Super Nintendo is always going to be a timeless classic in my mind. GameCube, I really liked the GameCube because it was tiny and it was cute. But honestly, the Nintendo Switch I really like. I think Nintendo Switch is a very phenomenal console in my opinion. Mad at 1005 Holds is asking, what are your top 5 favorite video games? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Oh, this is so hard. Like, the whole Legend of Zelda series honestly could be on there. Super Mario Odyssey, I definitely loved a lot. Super Mario Maker 2, Final Fantasy 8. That's gonna be like, that was my first Final Fantasy, so I'm just gonna throw that in there. But the Final Fantasy series as a whole honestly could be on there too. And I think I have another spot right. Well, one of them, oh gosh, Call of Duty Zombies. World War II, because that has a map. Like, the first map on there is my favorite. So those are some of mine. There's others too. Switchlight Owner says, what's it like being a streamer on YouTube? It's very awesome. I mean, yeah, I'm very thankful for it. It's nice being able to set up your own schedule for everything. You need to make sure that you know, have your own self-motivation and, you know, set up things and make sure you stick to everything. Like, nerves can get to you sometimes, but honestly, you just gotta try to push through that and, you know, do what you enjoy doing. And for me, you know, playing video games is what I really enjoy. Do you like being a YouTuber who streams games? Yes, I do. I love video games, Switchlight Owner. I absolutely love being a YouTuber who streams games because I love video games. I've always loved video games. Do you like Pokemon TCG and Yu-Gi-Oh TCG? I don't know what that is. I don't know what the TCG is, but Pokemon, I'm not into the Pokemon series as much as some other people, but I do like Pokemon in general. Like, they're super cute, like Pikachu. And I do like Pokemon Unite. Yu-Gi-Oh, I never really got too into Yu-Gi-Oh. A Wild Mew asks, when you get a P.O. box so we can send you stuff. I'll try to look into it again, guys. I know you guys have been asking me, so I'll have to check into that and see what kind of options there are for that. What was the first game you've ever played in your lifetime? I think it was Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. I think there's a good chance that was the first one. When did you first discover YouTube? Maybe around when it first came out. I'm not even sure when that was. 15 years ago? I don't know. When did you first discover live streaming? That's a good question. I'm not even sure when I first discovered live streaming. I wonder if it wasn't like Twitch. It might have been Twitch that made me discover live streaming. I'm not sure actually. Congrats again on 5K, halfway to 10K. Thank you so much, Mew. KodRed says, what's your favorite hobby outside of streaming? Favorite hobby outside of streaming? Well, video games, but that's, you know, still related with the streaming. Video games, I'm just gonna say like some of the things I like. So music, I like a lot, you know, listening to music, video games, anime, watching a good anime, maybe like movies and shows if they're like some of my favorites. Kierman Head says, how long have you been a streamer? So I cannot keep track of time anymore. It keeps going. I think it was March. I can't even remember the month. It was around March of last year. So March 2020, sometime around then. Have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, lol. I have not. Should I be scared? Should I be worried? Can Freakazoid come over? LOL! I remember there was a Freakazoid cartoon. I never really watched it though. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I don't know much about Freakazoid, so. Harry DeGuzman says, what's your favorite game instead of Zelda? Final Fantasy is definitely one of them, Harry DeGuzman. Shaker says, is your VTuber model based on what you look like in real life? To some degree it is, for sure. The coloring of my hair is actually how I did have my hair at one point, and I haven't had my hair done for a while, so I need to get it done again. Thomas Bryan says, will you do a collab with Ball and Chain on Animal Crossing New Horizons on December 11th, 2021 on this year? We'll have to see, Thomas Bryan. I'm sure that would be a fun time. We'll have to see. Space Inkling says, what was the worst game you've ever played? The one that's coming to my mind is a Matrix game on the PlayStation 2. There's probably other ones, but that's the only one coming to my mind right now. Which movie or show you watched as a kid and still watch it right now? Probably the Disney films. Like, I totally would watch the Disney animated films still. I absolutely loved those as a kid, and I would definitely watch those still. What was your favorite mod in Friday Night Funkin? I can't remember the names of all of them, but I do know I did enjoy a Daft Punk one before, and there was one, I just looked it up, and it is called Verse Ninja. I really enjoyed the first song on that one. Which game had the weirdest ending ever? I feel like all the games I played had decent endings that I could remember right now. I can't really remember any with weird endings. And please, it would be best if you streamed Ninjala again Saturday. We'll see about it, Space. We'll see about it. The Grande Gamer. If you could choose one place in the world to visit, where would it be and why? I think there's multiple. I'm gonna say one of them, Vancouver, Canada. It sounds and looks really, really cool. I like the big city. And I don't know, it just looks awesome. I don't really know much about Vancouver, but I just know it looks cool. If you could meet one famous person in real life, who would it be and why? Shigeru Miyamoto. I would faint. And why? Because Shigeru Miyamoto is amazing. The mastermind behind Mario, Zelda. He's so cool. I would love to meet him. Fernando says, what were some of the first games you've remembered playing? Super Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, Super Mario Brothers 3, Tetris, Contra on the NES, and then of course like Super Mario World and a lot of the Super Nintendo games I definitely remember. Ziona the Green Fox says, will you do another face reveal? So I definitely will be doing face cam. I just don't know when that will be. It might be a while still. I still have health problems going on, and it's really hard to try to manage those down. I really want to, get that taken care of and get a lot of things, feeling ready for that. Will you play the new Pokemon game when it comes out? Not sure yet, because there's a lot of games I want to play. I'm not into Pokemon as much as some other people, like I've mentioned before. I would like to give another Pokemon game a try. I'm not sure which one. Fun fact, I love you. Aww, thank you so much. Zaire, I believe. You are super awesome. Sniter says, what's your favorite game to play while not streaming? Well, that one can probably have different answers depending on just how I'm feeling and stuff. JRPGs. I don't ever plan to stream JRPGs, but like those kinds I definitely can sink into, and I just absolutely love playing them. Call of Duty Zombies is another one as well. What is your least favorite part about gaming as a whole? I guess any of the toxicity. I mean, but that's, true with anything. Maybe sometimes like people get too competitive where, they don't stay humble. How do you feel when you play a game you don't really like? I feel bored. It depends on the game, but maybe bored. It feels like you're like pushing yourself to try to keep going. When will you have a tier list video ranking something? Ooh, maybe I could do that sometime, Sniter. I do plan to do a whole bunch of videos that I'm going to be working on. So maybe I could fit something like that in sometime. Hinoka says, I would ask how old you are, but then you would just ban me somehow. So I'll ask, what was your absolute favorite thing to do growing up? Well, video games were one of them. I also like to play with Barbies. So I guess those are both of the things I liked a lot. CosmicFlare says, I have a solid question for you. Who or what inspired you to become a streamer? Video games were a big thing for that, for sure. I remember watching different YouTubers before that would have some moments where they would say about like, never giving up. I would say like Nigahiga, Dietrix, Wong Fu. I feel like, some of their content and their spirit about things also felt inspirational. Jack Ballachino says, if I wanted to get into streaming, what are some things I would need and what should I do for my stream? So that might depend on where you're actually wanting to stream from. Like if you're doing the Nintendo console, you'll definitely want a Elgato capture card for sure. I'm not 100% sure on all the options that are available for everything else. Elgato capture card would work for other things too, so you know that's probably the biggest thing you'd want to get. Good internet, that helps. One of the top important things is having a good mic. You don't have to spend a lot of money for, you know, having good things. You can get a decent mic without having to spend like $200 or something. I don't even know how much it is, but like the one I have is what, like, I don't know, 30, 40? I don't know. A good mic is definitely one of the top things that you should probably invest in my opinion. Otherwise, you shouldn't really have to spend much. Elgato capture card, good mic, always be yourself and try to do what you enjoy. Miau's Cavern says, in your next live stream days, will you continue playing Tetris 99? I would like to. I enjoy Tetris. I know Tetris 99 does get copyright claimed though, so that's, you know, lame. I might have to continue it on Twitch sometime, but I do enjoy Tetris a lot, so I definitely like to play that sometime again. Studio says, oh, I forgot to throw this question in the other comment. Do you plan on continuing the Dead series or is it officially dead? LOL. I may have some surprises coming very soon in the channel, Studio, so you will find out very soon. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos and maybe you will see more. Just maybe. Oscar in Auto Studio says, has the Nootopia server computer crashed within the past several months? Hopefully not, but my laptop has crashed a couple times. But usually, you know, for the most part, my laptop has been good. So hopefully the Nootopia server has been good too. Mirko's asking, is there any person who inspired you the most with making content and live streaming? I feel like it's kind of a mixture because I know I've watched some content creators before who've had messages of encouragement. I can't remember everyone because like I think, you know, multiple ones have had something like that, like Ryan Higa. I think Dietrich's also had some. How big of an impact has having this channel on your life, health, relationships, etc.? It's my main focus right now, so it's, you know, it's a pretty big impact at the moment. On my health, it's not been so good. I've not been having much time. I haven't been focusing on my health as much as before streaming, so I need to try to have that be more of my focus, especially with my health problems I've been having. You know, I make sure I have off time to spend with my loved ones. When will you hit the 100k subs? That would be super amazing. Like, honestly, whenever I get to 100k, if I do get to 100k, that is going to be, I think, my dream come true. I'm thinking full-time would be something I could definitely do at that point, which is my goal, ultimately. When will you finally join Aya? You can't hide. Never. Fun Benny says, what's your favorite movie genre? That's a good question. I'm not really sure what my favorite movie genre is. I know I like the Marvel movies. I'm not sure what classification those would be. Would they be considered action? Because there's also a lot of action movies that bore me too, so I don't know. I just know I love Marvel movies. What's your favorite dessert? I like cookie dough ice cream. If there's like a cheesecake ice cream, that's definitely one of the best. And like blizzards and shakes and stuff like that, that's really good. What else do you do besides stream? So right now, streaming is my main focus, Fun Benny. Nathan Byberg says, congratulations on 5K Azalea 22. Thank you so much, Nathan. I have 3 questions for you. Who is your favorite Pokemon? Pikachu. Maybe Eevee? But yeah, Pikachu for sure. Have you ever played any of the House of the Dead games? I actually have not. What is your favorite color? Dark pink is my favorite color. Hope my questions make the cut, and congrats again. Thank you again, Nathan. StudioPLKS, I've got a few questions. Are there any YouTubers you would want to do a collab with in the future? I would have to say yeah, for sure. There's a lot of amazing people out there, a lot of amazing live streamers, content creators. Among all of the games you played throughout your life, is there a specific one, particularly a highly obscure game that resonated with you the most? For me, that would of course be Elebits LOL. I'm not really sure how obscure it would be, but Contra 3, Alien Wars... I don't feel like I see much talk about Contra at all. Also, maybe Xenogears. I'm not sure how well known that one is nowadays. Xenogears is definitely one that I think was amazing. Speaking of the latter, are you going to stream Elebits sometime in the future, as well as the game you answered question 2 with? If I'm able to make it to my Wii U goal that I have currently going, I can definitely go for some Elebits. It'll make it so much easier for me to stream it, so I'm definitely up for doing that. And as far as the game I answered question 2 with, Xenogears is an RPG, so I don't know if I would stream that. But Contra 3 Alien Wars, absolutely. Are you going to do a first name reveal sometime in the future? I'm not sure yet, Studio. I haven't been really thinking about that as much lately. So I'm not sure yet. Are you excited for Oscar and Otto Reborn Season 2? Because I certainly am. I definitely am, Studio. Definitely gonna be awesome to see the Season 2. And once again, congratulations on reaching 5K subscribers. You're the best, Azalea. Thank you so much, Studio. Bendy the Ink Demon asks, if you have time, can you help me out of the coffin? KodRed put me in. Sure. Why did KodRed put you in the coffin? Other Riley says, have you ever taken up a martial arts? I have not, but I was really close to doing Taekwondo. I was really interested in doing Taekwondo and other martial arts as well. Pepsi Power says, what is your favorite Mario game? Super Mario Maker 2, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Odyssey are some of my favorites. Oscar Reyes says, have you ever done for Animal Crossing before? I'm not sure what that means. I have played Animal Crossing before. I have streamed Animal Crossing before. I actually played Animal Crossing first when it came out on the GameCube. I absolutely love Animal Crossing. The Nintendo Switch one was amazing. Nothing to see here says, hey Azalea, what's your favorite game? So I've had this similar question asked before, and you know, I always say Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna go ahead and mention another one that I love a lot, which I don't mention as often, and that is Slime Rancher. That is one of my favorites. There's a lot of favorites I have. Philip asks, my question, do you try remember your viewers' names? I do try to remember viewers' names, Philip. Of course, the more frequently you visit the streams, the easier it is to remember your name. Sir Clash is asking Sussy Baka. What does that mean? You guys told me what that meant one time. I completely don't remember. I mean, you're definitely sus if you're playing Among Us. Triple S asks, which Mega Man art style is your favorite? Classic Mega Man art style, Mega Man X art style, Mega Man Zero art style, or Mega Man ZX art style? I actually really do not know, Triple S. I would have to research into that. I do like the classic Mega Man art style. Triple S also asks, which OST from Mega Man 11 was your favorite? I really cannot remember any of the songs right now. I can't even remember any Mega Man songs right now. I'm sorry. StudioPLKS with another question. Oh, and here's yet another question I won't add to the previous comments in case you've already capped them. Have you ever considered doing gaming reviews? I can see a lot of potential for that, and it could also help grow your channel. I believe I've mentioned this before, but I do have some plans for the channel, and you know, some things I'm going to try out, and gaming reviews, you might wind up seeing at least one. That does it for the questions. Thank you guys for all of your questions, and thank you everyone for 5K. I'm going to keep trying my best for the channel, guys, and I look forward to seeing what, you know, the future holds for this. Thank you guys for your continued support. It really, truly means a lot to me.